And good morning. Happy August 6th, 2022. I hope you are doing well. If you need IT consulting, reach out at williehowe.com, or if you need whatever kind of IT technology needs. So good morning to everyone. Please let me know over in the comments if you can hear me. Good morning, CH, David, Systech, Sean, Gina, Brian, Ryan. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? The playback that I'm looking at looks like it might be kind of choppy, so I'm hoping that everything is good on your side. Somebody let me know. TN Bighorn, good morning. I hope everybody has been well. So this last week, we went ahead and had our first Grandstream Certified Professional in Unified Communications class, the first one in over 3 years. And so it was 2.5 days crammed full of Grandstream, and I had some really great people in the class. The entire country, really, we had everybody from around the entire country come in. I'll show you this picture. So there's the class. This was after the class. Everybody did great. Everybody did pass their exam, which I think is fantastic. So this is something that we're looking at doing quarterly. And everybody in that room is very knowledgeable, and we've got a lot of good feedback for Grandstream. So I'm working on getting that together to get that back to Grandstream. But it was the first time I ever taught a certification course in person, and it was fantastic. So we're looking at doing some other stuff. One of the folks there in the group does event planning, and so we're looking at possibly at putting together something at like one of the cities that's a major transportation hub, to do, we'll try to get like Synology on site, Grandstream, Ubiquity, TP-Link, get representatives there, do some training and stuff like that. So we'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, this group of folks is amazing, and some of these fellows run just amazing companies, and some of the installs that they have are. One of the people in the class works for a dental software company. They have 200 sites with UCMs already, and they have 15 phones at each location. They're going to expand that to 700 sites with 15 phones at each. So that's going to be a pretty good footprint for them. So, all right, let's go over to the comments. If you know any of those folks. By the way, if you don't know James that works with me, this is James right here. And then if you've ever worked with Tim, that's Tim right there. All right, over to the comments. Good morning, Joe with cajoling. TN Bighorn says, installing a point-to-point with some TP-Link devices. I love these things. Yeah, so Grandstream, believe it or not, has point-to-point wireless coming out, which is going to be awesome. Morning, Tony with Quick Tech. Brian says, I got a second Grandstream 7660 and the Wi-Fi is much better in my house now. Used to have 4 Unify APs throughout. I'm glad to hear that your Wi-Fi is working, especially with the Grandstream solution. Now you need to throw some voice over IP on there. All right, let's see. Yeah, the event went really well, Joe. Good morning, Northern Ireland. Good afternoon, South Africa. Robert says, Willie, a while back you mentioned you would be reviewing the new Omada APs. Any update on these? I have them sitting here. I am a little behind on videos. Good morning, JH. Good morning, TVJ. Michael. Gibby. Studying for the CCNA. Yeah, they've changed it since the last time I did it. Ryan, that class, I taught it in Peoria. Everybody came in. We were at the Hampton Inn over on Route 91. TN Bighorn says, I just wish they would include wall mounts with their point-to-point devices. No manufacturer does. So what would be really cool is if they don't do that, if they provided like a downloadable file where you could 3D print it. That'd be pretty neat. Joe says, got to get more women in tech. Looking at that pic. Yeah. We do. We need to get, we need to, I am not a gatekeeper, but there are a lot of people in tech that are gatekeepers. And we need to not do that and welcome people in. There's not enough qualified people in IT. There's a lot of jobs open and just not enough people. Like before the pandemic in the United States, there was almost 1 million unfilled technical jobs, and the gap is only getting worse. TVJ says, I just got the Grandstream WP820 Wi-Fi phone and I'm loving it. Yeah, so one of the students in the class had the WP825, the ruggedized phone, and that thing is thick, and I'm gonna have to get my hands on one. T and Bighorn says, I still haven't pulled the trigger on a 3D printer. So I had one. I've been looking at them again, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Here's why I don't know why I'm going to do it. So I probably talked about this, but where we're at, our county was unable to renegotiate power rates. And so it went back to market basically. And so our power bill went from $258 to $510 a month. Just got the last one. We did make some adjustments. After we got that $510 bill, we made some adjustments to the air conditioning. The bill's down to, it was $500. So I am trying to, I'm very particular. I'm going to have to reorder the lab again. And I think I'm going to have to just only have the lab on, like when I'm labbing, when I'm creating videos. And so it's getting a little crazy here. Let's see. JH says, my cert expired and I'm not sure if I'll update it. Or my can expired. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, JH. Power Me says, thanks to your review, I bought a UDR. Best purchase for me in a long time. Now I'm on the fence of going with Unified Protector Synology surveillance station. Going to be just 2 cameras. You know what? If you've got the UDR, just get you an SD card. Just my opinion. Get you a couple Unify cameras and just use your UDR. If it's just 2 cameras, unless you've got a Synology surveillance station already, then you have 2 free licenses. But it's totally up to you. Ryan says, I'm definitely signing up for the next one. Okay, yeah, cool. So we're looking at, we have a client that has 1,000 plus handsets at their location. Now, don't think that this is like some huge windfall for us having a client with 1,000 plus handsets, because they actually have a telephony team, right? And so we augment the telephony team, and they buy 12 hours of time. We've had them for over a year, and they've bought 2 time packs of 12 hours. So in a little over a year, they've used 24 hours with us. So when I tell you that I've got a client that's got 1,000 plus handsets running on a UCM 6308, not only is it a testament to how well it runs, but it's a testament to how well it or how easy it is to administer, because they don't need us a lot. They run into some weird things that we're helping them with. So, all right, let's see. Brian says, one of the sharpest engineers in my office is female. Yeah. Some of the smartest people that I've worked with in tech are also female. JH says, we do need more people in IT. I work too much. Well, part of the problem with that is too, we would get more qualified people. Sometimes these companies, like I've seen tier 2 support job ads here in the United States, and for tier 2 support, they only want to pay $40,000 to $50,000 USD. Well, that's fine if you're going to pay $40,000 to $50,000 USD, but to expect somebody to be at that tier 2 for that, you're going to have some crazy benefits on the other side, like employer paid health insurance 100%. You're going to have, to get people to take that lower salary, you're going to have that. Gina says, too far for this gal to travel from Scotland. So I'm actually waiting for Grandstream to let me know. I've had a training request in the UK, and I've had a training request in Africa. So I'm waiting to hear back if I can train outside of North America. They're dragging their feet on the response, so what I'm wondering is if they're trying to find somebody in those regions already. JH, I don't know if the ruggedized phone is class 1, division 2. I don't know. I don't have one. I haven't looked into it that much besides that I know it's ruggedized, and I got to get my hands on one. David says, anyone have a suggestion for a VoIP phone device like the Obies that aren't ridiculously high prices and that work with Google Voice? So we're actually pulling people off of Google Voice. It's funny that you say that because I have a home user who has Google Voice with an OB device, and we're actually going to stick, he just ordered a Grandstream 6300A, which is the audio-only PBX. It's less than $200. I think you can pick those up between 130 and 170, somewhere in there. And he's going to throw like 3 phones in his house on it. So I'm seeing more and more people come off of Google Voice. We've got another client that's spending like $1,000 a month on dial tone from Google. We're pulling them off. They're going to UCMs. So JH says 500 plus is time for the solar. Yeah. So that's something that we're going to start looking into. But the problem is we don't want to put it on our house. I don't want it on the roof, but I don't want to chew up a bunch of yard real estate either. So it's kind of we're going to have to look and see what our options are. But I can't say that I don't want to do that and then complain about high utility prices. Steven says, ouch. And with gas prices the way they are. Yeah. Gas got so high here, like $5.80 a gallon. So when it hits, $4.09 a gallon, people are like, oh, gas is so cheap. And it's really not. I did see it come down under $4 a gallon, but Ryan says, if you want a 3D printer Micro Center, first-time customers get the Ender 3 Pro for $100. Ryan, can I redeem that sale online? And JH was talking about his CCNA. Yeah, I had my CCNA wireless, CCDA, and then when we switched to Juniper, I let the Cisco certs lapse and got the Juno cert and then the Juniper switching cert, which, by the way, Juniper gives away all of their training materials. So if it's something you'd just be interested in learning and reading, they give it all away. Yeah, TVJ, $500 a month, and we've got friends who their bills are hitting $600, $700 a month. Morning, Brent Havens. Oh, good morning to my mom. She's also here. Brent was one of the people in the class. A longtime customer, now certified. We've got some work we've got to get done. So, all right, any questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments. I just wanted to check in this morning, make sure that everybody is doing well. Yeah, and Ryan says, in-store only, Willie. Sorry, they saw people like us a mile away. So, like, the closest Micro Center for us is either going to be St. Louis or somewhere in Chicago. So, I'm probably not going to drive down there. I'll have to look online and see what other kind of deals are available. T and Bighorn says they're at $3.34 a gallon for gas in Tennessee. Hey, Joe. Joe with Cajoling Tech in the house. Tony's here. TVJ. Let's see. JH says, I get 88% on my panels and loss to my batteries are low. You must be talking about solar efficiency. So, all right. Any more questions, comments, concerns? It's going to be hot today, and I got to get the grass mowed. I've been ignoring it for like a week and a half. So, I got to do it because my neighbors, they mow, and that peer pressure it's something else. So, all right, if there are no other questions, real quick, we're going to look at the dad joke calendar. So it hasn't been turned. You can tell I've been busy because the calendar is like a week and a half behind as well. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but its flag is a big plus. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. Let's see here. When is a football player like a judge? When he sits on the bench. When is the moon the heaviest? When it's full. I've lost my mood ring. I don't know how I feel about that. These are definitely Dad jokes coming in hot. When she saw her first strands of gray, she thought she died. Friday the 5th. Where do fish keep their money? In the riverbank. I know. That's fantastic. Now I've got some note paper here. All right, back over to the comments real quick. T and Bighorn says he let his yard get long. It looked like a little forest. Dale. Good morning, sir. If you need a 3D printer, I have one that I'll never use. Send you an email. I appreciate that, Dale. And Dale, we gave away all of that gear. Everybody in the class, we did a giveaway wheel, and everybody went home with a piece of lab gear. And so everybody is thanking you for that. And some of them, I think, had to visit FedEx before they left. But yeah, dad mode with lawn maintenance. That's where we're going. Systex says my electric bill was $250 last month, but that's due to running AC. Normally $150, $180. Yeah. And that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to turn off computers, turn off the lab, all that good stuff. So, all right. It's been a great Saturday morning. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all going to do awesome things today. I'm going to go ahead and check out, get ready to rock and roll. And if you need anything, make sure that you are reaching out at williehowe.com. And look at this. Great looking class. If you're on the mailing list, if not, we're going to do some other trainings. We're going to probably do some Unify training, some other different Grandstream trainings, but we'll definitely get back to the certifications. And I want to thank you all for being here. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.